Well, hello. Today is Wednesday, September 20th, and we do have birthdays today. Today is Sandy Reynolds' birthday. So, Sandy, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Debbie Miller's birthday. So, Debbie, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Debbie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great birthday. I did finish my book the other day. I do have a new book. Let me go get it. I'll show you which one I'm reading now. I probably should have just stopped the video, but that's just not what I do. Christy gives me books all the time to read. So this is the book I'm reading now. Just take my hand. It's her Book of the Month club. It's by Dolan Perkins Valdez, and it's based on a true events. It's Montgomery, Alabama, 1973. Fresh out of nursing school, Sybil Townsend intends to make a difference, especially in her African American community. At the Montgomery Family Planning Clinic, she hopes to help women shape their destinies, to make their own choices for their lives and bodies. But when the first week on the job takes her along a dusty country road to a worn-down one-room cabin, Sybil is shocked to learn that her new patients, Erica and India, are children just 11 and 13 years old. So I'm looking forward to reading this book. I just started reading it, and so I can't really tell you too much about it. So far, I like the style of writing. I'm only like 3 chapters in. I just started it about half an hour ago, if that. But anyway, Jim's battling some kind of a seasonal cold, which Jim does not handle being sick well, so it makes life miserable around here. Jim's idea of feeling better is to sit in the chair and just go, oh. I don't like hearing that, so I just go in the other room. It's just, but he's taking NyQuil, Dayquil. He's taking both of those for cold and flu. Although I don't think he has the flu because he still has his appetite and he doesn't have all the other symptoms. He doesn't have a fever or anything. He's just kind of run down. And I tried to get him to take the week off of work, but no, he wouldn't do that. Why not? Why be homesick when I can go infect everybody else? Is his philosophy. Maybe not really his philosophy, but when you go to work sick, that's your philosophy. I know they don't really make it conducive for people when they are sick to stay home because you only get so many sick days, and if you're gone so many days, then you got to go to the doctor. Who can get a doctor's appointment? I tried to get Jim an eye doctor appointment, and the first booking is in January. So forget that. You know, like when you have well, at least for us, when we have our annual physicals, we make our appointments for the following year right then so that we know that we'll have it when we need it. And for some reason, the eye vision got biased. I don't know why, but it really did. I do need to check because we have new insurance now. And the way I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like they're in the plan. So that would be like an out-of-network thing. So he's just going to have to find another eye doctor. He doesn't like the eye doctor I go to. I really like my eye doctor. We both started with the one he has now. And then I kind of got a little disillusioned with him. And then I found one closer to the house, whereas he stayed at the one that's farther away by our old house. And I really like my new doctor. So he did try my new doctor and he didn't like him. I don't know what he didn't like about him, but he just didn't like him. So he goes to his and I go to mine. We both go to the same dentist. We both go to the same doctor. We both go to the same heart doctor. I don't have any heart issues, but heart issues run in my family. So I do go for a yearly checkup just to make sure everything's doing fine. Mary went to the doctor's yesterday and her platelets are really low. They're really, really low. So if you could keep Mary in your prayers once again, I'd appreciate it. I think they were at 56,000 and they're supposed to be like at 156,000. But they think that because she's been giving so much, no, she hasn't, because she told me why. I can't remember what she said. It's something to do with some of her tests that she's been taking because they were taking like blood a lot. And so they think that maybe her platelets are down because of that. But she said she's still feeling pretty good. She's just a little concerned about that. And they think she might have an autoimmune disease. So she's got to go see yet another doctor for autoimmune. I know there's a name for the doctor, but she's got to go see one of them. And then, what else? I haven't been sitting outside because it's just downright chilly. I mean, I should put a jacket on and just go outside and read. I really should. But I don't know. It's just kind of reached the point now. It's just not enjoyable sitting outside, and I always thought that it would be. And then my trees are already starting to turn, and it's like Saturday, I think Friday night, but it's Saturday morning, like at 2:30, it's officially fall. So it just seems like when Labor Day comes, then all of a sudden the weather just says, okay, we're done. We're done with you. It's time to move on. And it's like, no, we still got 2 or 3 more weeks. It's just, like everybody will say, well, you were born in the fall. No, I wasn't. I was born in the summer. September 7th is still the summer. So anyway, caught up with some videos today. Terry over at Weight Watchers, Getting Back to Healthy on Weight Watchers, she joined yesterday. And really, Terry, I don't think that was that bad of a gain considering you had clothes on and you ate 3 meals. And usually she weighs in the morning. She probably would have had a loss if she would have got on her own scale. I bet you any money. But like I told her, and I think I've told you guys too, is I feel that this is going to be a true weight now, because it's like what I weighed. And thankfully it was chilly last week, so I wore a long sleeve shirt, and I think I wore my jeans, or did I wear some sweatpants? I can't remember. I'm going to weigh in sweatpants though, because I'm almost positive I wore sweatpants. Anyway, I'm going to weigh in the same outfit that I wore last week, other than the pants, because I can't remember. But I remember which shirt I wore, so I'm going to wear that same shirt. I will let you know tomorrow how I did, because I really do anticipate a loss. I really do. I've been very much on track this week, really watching it. I've really been getting my protein in, increasing my protein in that. So that's going to make a difference too. And like my quote says at the beginning, I think that if you walk with people or stay with people that support you, you guys have supported me, and I am forever grateful for that. You've supported me through this whole messy journey of mine, because it's been messy, let me tell you. But you've never given up on me. You really have never, you've really stuck with me, and I so appreciate that. And I really hope that in the future here now, I'll get back to the 2016 Sandy and not disappoint myself. I don't like disappointing you, but I hate disappointing myself. So I want to definitely get back on track, and I think the only way I'm going to do it is to hang out with people that are on the same mission as me. And I think by attending the meetings, then I'm with my tribe. You guys are my tribe on the videos, but like as physical tribe supporting me like one-on-one, I think I need the meetings. I really do. And going with Birdie is going to make a big difference too. I really do believe that. So I really am looking forward to the meeting tomorrow. Hopefully they have a better menu card than they did last week. Last week's was salmon. So I left that in the counter. I said, no, you can have that back. No, I'm never going to make that. So I'm going to do that. And then Jimmy's supposed to come over later on this afternoon to fix my one cupboard back over there. It doesn't open. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the one that it doesn't open. And that's where I keep all my cups and my juice glasses and that. Jim never goes in that cupboard, so he don't really care that it don't work. He did try to fix it, but he couldn't fix it. He says it's some kind of a crazy hinge, that he remembers that Jimmy had a problem when they were doing it. But, so we'll see how Jimmy does with that. He said he's going to fix that. And then I'm going to watch Oliver on Sunday, because Danny's still golfing. His goal every year is to golf at least once every month of the year. So even in the winter, he's one of those nuts that's out there if the weather's conducive to at least playing a round of golf. And I guess that's it. I can't think of the what do you call it, the guy from the restoration company called me, and he says, I was just calling about the invoice that we sent you. And I says, I mailed you the check yesterday. I mailed you a check yesterday. And so he says, oh, okay, I'll be looking forward to seeing it. No, you won't. You're going to be mad because I didn't pay you all your money. And I know the battle is just beginning now. But we did keep money aside from our insurance settlement just in case we lose the battle, because, we got to pay it. And then when we had the cracks in the basement fixed, I kept waiting for them to, the first time they came, I had to pay the $1,200. And I gave them the check on a Monday, and it cleared my account on Tuesday. They cashed that sucker right away. And then they came back and they did more repairs, and it was another $1,475. I gave them another check. And I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, because they came on the 8th and it never cashed. And so then I called them yesterday and I said, I gave them the check number, and I said, it's never cleared my bank, and I just want to make sure that the worker gave it to you, because I don't want to have a balance on my account. And she looks back and she says, no, we show you as paid in full. And I said, really? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, let me call you back. I'm going to check my statement again, see if maybe it cleared and I didn't notice it, or for some whatever reason. She says, you do that and I'll check too. And I said, okay. So I checked my thing and no, it never cleared. And so I called her back and I said, it never cleared my bank. I have no idea. And she says, well, I showed that you're paid in full, that you don't have a balance of any kind. And I said, well, that'd be nice to know, but I know I owe you the money. I just don't know. My check must be floating out there. And she says, well, let me do a little bit more research and I'll call you back. And I said, okay, that sounds good. So then she called me back about a half hour later and yeah, we found the check. What happened was I was on vacation that week, and the girl that was, like, we had somebody from a temporary agency, all the checks that she put in that day, she put them all in right, but then she didn't hit the send button to send them to the bank so that they could clear. She says, I would have noticed it at the end of the month when I was doing the balancing of my accounts and that. And I said, well, I knew I owed it. And I said, I just didn't want it to be like you tell me that it's not there. And then somewhere along the line, I spend the money because I think, well, they already said that I already paid it. And then have a check come back and bounce on me. I don't want to do that. She says, no. She says, I bet you a lot of people are wondering how come their checks didn't clear. She said, they're all going to clear tomorrow. And sure enough, this morning, cleared. It went through. So I feel a little bit better. I don't mind paying my fair share. I don't mind paying. They told me right up front how much it was going to cost. When he told me he was going to fix the cracks for $25 each, and I told him to come back, when he looked at it again and he explained it and he told me it was going to be another $500. He says, I know I told you $25, but I thought it was just a crack. But then once you took the drywall out, we noticed that this is just a crack down here, but it's a hole up here, so that has to be, filled with rebar. And they let me know ahead of time, and I knew ahead of time, so it wasn't like a sticker shock. So I had no problem with that. I still say, you could quote me between $8,000 and $12,000, and then you come back with $24,000. There's something kind of wrong with the communication. Plus, Jim's had a dresser that he had from his childhood, and it was on little legs, so it didn't get damaged at all. That's gone. We had a whole box of ceiling tiles that we were going to finish tiling the two rooms. Gone. And some of the furniture, the china cabinet that was water damaged, didn't throw away. And the only reason they didn't throw it away is because they didn't know how to get it out of the basement. I'm willing to bet, because we had a heck of a time getting it down there. Jimmy wanted it because it's an antique, as we call it. It's like over 100 years old. It's a really nice china cabinet, but it was a little water damage on the bottom. Not enough that we can't repair it somewhat, but I mean, they're thinking of this dresser with the legs, because we have pictures of the dresser and we can't see any water damage on the picture. None at all on the picture. And even the places where they took out the drywall, they took pictures of it, but the carpet is perfectly dry where they took it out. So even Jimmy said when he got down there, he says, I can't believe how much they took out. There's no way you had that much water damage, because Jimmy was down there helping us clean it up. He says, there's no way you had that much water damage. So the battle is about to begin, I'm sure. I'm sure they're going to be sending me my check back, or sending me some kind of a letter, or sending me a lawsuit or whatever, because it wasn't really a legal letter, but we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to have the chicken for dinner tonight. I still haven't decided. I'm not really that hungry today. I've had my breakfast, which I'll show you, which was kind of a big breakfast, a lot of fruit in it. But, and I did get a little bit of protein. But I know I'm going to have the piece of chicken tonight, but I don't know if I'm just going to have the chicken, or if I'm going to have some rice with it, or just maybe some cottage cheese. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind, but I will show you what I had to eat. And just going to sit here and read until Jimmy gets here. And then our tag video for October is going to be a Halloween tag. So I already sent the questions out to everybody, so I'm going to see if Jimmy will do the tag with me today. And we'll get that all filmed and not posted, but uploaded and scheduled to come up on the 10th of October. And that's about it, I guess. Hopefully Jim will feel better tomorrow. He's miserable to be around. He's just, I mean, nobody likes being around somebody that's sick, and nobody likes to be sick. I understand all that, but Jim's, this is not anything new for Jim. This is just what he does. It's just, I think he thinks if everybody's miserable around him, that makes him feel better, which I can kind of relate to. I can understand that part. I can understand that aspect of it. Obviously, it's not so bad that I left him. I've been with him for 52 years. Well, actually more than that. I've been with him 56 years. And it's not like this is the first time he's ever gotten sick. So if it's just a seasons changing kind of a sinus thingy type of thing, but no. Anyway. Oh, and his results from his, he went yesterday to get the arteries checked in his legs. They all came back perfect. His veins came back perfect, and his stress test came back okay. Didn't come back perfect, but it came back okay. But his legs, there's no clots, there's no varicose veins, there's no thrombosis or anything like that. So that was good. But other than that, if he could lose some weight, I really wish he would lose some weight. And he said my chicken that I made yesterday was just okay. I thought it looked pretty darn good. I thought it looked like Kentucky Fried Chicken. I really did. He says it was okay. So, and Jim is very honest. I mean, if it's something if he doesn't like something, he'll say, it was okay, but I'd rather you didn't make it again. He'll always say that. Or if something is good, he'll just say, well, that was a really good meal. And if a meal is just okay, he'll say, yeah, that was okay. So I mean, I can kind of gauge how he says things. And then I says, well, would you rather I didn't cook it again? He says, no, it was okay. So I don't know if I should take that as he didn't like it, or I said, did you eat it? And he says, well, of course I ate it. Well, then that's to me, it couldn't have been that bad if he ate it. So, but he didn't take the other 2 pieces that are in there for today. But then who wants to have chicken 2 days in a row? Me, because I'm going to have chicken 2 days in a row. I'm going to have it today and tomorrow. But anyway, so, okay, that's going to do it for now. If Jimmy is going to stop by because we're going to do the tag. He already told me. So I'll get a little clip of Jimmy on here so you can see him. You don't have to wait till October 10th. And then I'll show you my food. And I'm going to tell you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And find your pride, which is your lions. All your lions. Grab them all around you and surround yourself with them. And you'll be really successful because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find my lion's pride. I really am. And I think I'm going to find them at my meeting tomorrow. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Classic technology over here.
Yes, it's been so long since we did this.
Didn't even get to eat my cookie.
Jimmy stopped by today. We're going to do the tag that's not due out till October 10th.
That's way past my birthday.
Way past your birthday.
Which,
4 days.
Got to get my money in from a birthday gift.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie's like...
I think that you're asking too much from Alyssa, though. She's just...
I didn't. I said whatever she could give.
Oh, you told me $40.
Jesse and Jamie and David already said, I'll put her money in. And I'm like, no, bull crap. I buy her crap all the time. She can throw $10 in.
She can throw $10 in. I agree with that. But anyway. But both of us wanted to tell Kim over to Girl on Her Phone.
Yeah, sorry about Blair.
Yes. Jimmy was hoping to meet her one day.
I gotta be honest, no, it wasn't.
He just wasn't, I'm not a reptile person, but you could see how much love she had for Flair.
I could, but this will make her laugh. Okay. So, in my window well, it's open, it's got the grate on the top, like all the window wells. So I was redoing all the landscaping over there, and I looked down. 17 frogs, like that big. And I'm like, oh. So I go in the house, and nobody's there but Jamie. I go, Jamie, we got a mission. And she goes, what mission? I go, just follow me downstairs. So we go downstairs, and I go,
oh, this is in your house?
Yeah.
Oh, in your house. Oh, okay.
I go, all right, let's go downstairs. So I get by the window, and I go, you got to get all them frogs out of there. I'll put the bucket right there, and I'll stand over there. You just tell me when you're done. She's like, dude, they're reptiles. She goes, all right. She goes, but if there's any spiders, you're getting them. I'm like, you can have a tarantula down there. I'll grab it and throw it. I don't care. So she started grabbing these things, and they're like, as she's grabbing them, and I'm like, oh. She had a bucket filled, with these things.
How did they get in?
They just jump, from around, and then they just fall in the grate.
Oh, okay.
So it gets better. So there wasn't 17 of them. There were 28 of them. Oh, because they were all under rocks.
Well, they were breeding, probably.
Yeah. So we get them all out. So I'm like, just throw them in the pond. Who cares?
Yeah.
So throw them in the pond, and they're swimming. I'm like, they've probably been down there since I built the house, because I haven't looked down there.
Yeah.
So that's all said and done. 4 days ago, I looked down there. There's 4 more. I'm like, son of a... Like, were they just coming back? They probably are, because I heard...
The word got out.
I heard frogs come back to wherever you take them from.
Right. We have to figure out how they're getting in and black them then. Put a screening over the top.
That's what Samantha said, but I can't really put a screen over it. It's a metal grate.
Put some kind of a chicken wire or rabbit wire or whatever.
They'll figure it out.
Anyway. So we're going to go do the tag now, so you'll have to see Jimmy again, not until October 10th, but he stopped by today.
Well, I might do another now that I have most of the landscaping done. Not the flowers in, but the flower.
Oh, you're going to do that on a regular basis?
I might do a video of it.
Oh, okay. He came over to fix my cupboard over there.
This one.
Yeah. He didn't swear. He
Almost.
He was saying he was having a little bit of an issue with it, but anyway, let's go do the tag.
All right.
See you later. Here's my 8-point breakfast for today. 4 points for the ounce of cheese, 3 points for 2 slices of Ezekiel toast, and 1 point for the Laughing Cow cheese, and 0 for my eggs and my fruit, my tea, and I just have what do you call it? Diet cranberry mango juice for 0 points. So it's an 8-point breakfast. Okay, for dinner I'm going to have my chicken that I made yesterday for 0 points, a cup of Spanish rice for 6 points, a tablespoon of sour cream for 1 point, and 2 points for some sugar-free Jello pudding. So it's 2, 8, a 9-point dinner, along with, I think my breakfast was 8 points, so 17 points for the day. I know I'm a little under points, but I'm really not that hungry today.